Top 25 Montessori Teacher Interview Questions and Answers. In this video, we will explore the top 25 interview questions typically asked of Montessori teachers. Each question is designed to gauge a candidate's understanding of Montessori principles and their ability to foster a nurturing learning environment. We will also provide insightful answers to these questions, helping aspiring educators prepare effectively for their interviews. With practical tips and guidance, this video aims to boost your confidence and showcase your passion for Montessori education. 1. Can you explain the core principles of the Montessori philosophy? The core principles of the Montessori philosophy center around child-led learning, respect for the individual child, and the importance of a prepared environment. It emphasizes hands-on activities that promote independence and self-discovery. Teachers act as guides rather than traditional instructors, observing and responding to children's needs. Mixed-age classrooms encourage peer learning and social development. The focus is on nurturing a child's natural curiosity and fostering a love of learning, allowing for personalized education that supports each child's unique growth trajectory. 2. How do you implement Montessori's concept of follow the child in your classroom? In my classroom, implementing follow the child involves closely observing each student's interests and needs. I create individualized learning plans based on their unique curiosities, allowing them to choose activities that resonate with them. By providing a variety of materials and experiences, I encourage self-directed exploration. Regular check-ins enable me to assess their progress and adapt lessons accordingly. This approach fosters independence and a love for learning, as students feel empowered to pursue their interests at their own pace. 3. What is your understanding of the prepared environment in Montessori education? The prepared environment in Montessori education refers to a carefully designed space that supports independent learning and exploration. This environment is organized, accessible, and aesthetically pleasing, allowing children to choose activities that interest them. It includes a variety of Montessori materials that are developmentally appropriate and encourage hands-on learning. The space is also structured to promote freedom of movement and collaboration among peers, fostering a sense of community. Teachers play a key role in preparing and maintaining this environment, ensuring it meets the needs of each child. 4. How do you balance freedom and discipline in a Montessori classroom? Balancing freedom and discipline in a Montessori classroom involves creating an environment where children feel secure enough to explore independently while understanding boundaries. Freedom allows children to choose their activities, fostering autonomy and engagement. Discipline is instilled through consistent expectations and respectful communication. Teachers guide children in making choices that align with classroom norms, facilitating self-regulation. Encouraging responsibility for their actions helps children understand the consequences of their choices, supporting both freedom and discipline effectively in their learning journey. 5. What role does observation play in your teaching practice? Observation is essential in Montessori education as it allows teachers to understand each child's unique learning style, interests, and developmental stage. By closely monitoring students, I can identify when they are ready for new challenges or need support. This process helps tailor lessons and materials to meet individual needs, fostering a more personalized learning experience. Additionally, observation aids in managing the classroom environment, ensuring it remains conducive to exploration and growth. Regular reflections on observed behaviors guide my teaching strategies and enhance the learning atmosphere for all students. 6. How do you handle classroom management in a Montessori setting? In a Montessori setting, classroom management focuses on fostering independence and self-discipline among students. I establish clear expectations and routines while allowing children to make choices in their learning. Observations help me identify individual needs and interests, allowing me to guide rather than direct. When conflicts arise, I encourage children to express their feelings and find resolutions collaboratively. By creating a respectful environment that values each child's autonomy, I promote a harmonious classroom where students feel safe and engaged in their learning journey. 7. Describe how you plan a typical day in a Montessori classroom. In a Montessori classroom, planning a typical day involves creating a flexible schedule that allows for uninterrupted work periods. Mornings often begin with a community circle where children gather to discuss the day's activities. Following this, children have free choice time to explore materials at their own pace. Lessons are introduced as needed, often in small groups or individually, based on each child's interests. Snack and outdoor play are integrated to promote physical activity. The day concludes with reflection, allowing children to share their experiences and feelings about their learning journey. 8. How do you introduce new materials or lessons to students? Introducing new materials or lessons involves careful observation of each child's interests and readiness. I begin with a small group demonstration, ensuring the environment is calm and focused. I showcase the material, explaining its purpose and how to use it, while encouraging questions. After the demonstration, I allow children to explore the material independently, offering guidance as needed. This approach fosters curiosity and encourages self-directed learning. I also pay attention to individual learning styles, adapting my explanations to meet each child's unique needs and interests. 9. What is your strategy for mixed age group teaching? In a mixed age group setting, I focus on fostering collaboration and peer learning. I encourage older students to take on mentorship roles, helping younger peers with challenges while reinforcing their own learning. Activities are designed to be open-ended, allowing children to engage at their own developmental levels. This promotes independence and confidence. I also create a flexible schedule, so students can choose activities that align with their interests. Regular observation helps me tailor support for individuals while ensuring each child feels valued within the group dynamic. 10. How do you assess student progress in a Montessori environment? In a Montessori environment, assessing student progress involves ongoing observation and documentation of each child's development. Teachers maintain detailed records of individual work, noting skills mastered and areas needing support. Assessments are often informal, relying on daily interactions and the child's engagement with materials. Regular one-on-one conferences provide an opportunity to discuss progress and set personal goals with students. Feedback is constructive and focuses on the child's strengths, encouraging self-reflection and a growth mindset. This holistic approach respects each child's unique learning journey. 11. Can you describe a Montessori lesson you've taught that was particularly effective? One effective Montessori lesson involved introducing the concept of multiplication using bead materials. I presented the lesson to a small group, allowing them to explore the materials first. The use of colorful beads helped them visualize the process of grouping and repeated addition. As they worked through problems, I encouraged collaboration and discussion among peers. This interactive approach not only deepened their understanding but also fostered a sense of independence and confidence. Observing their excitement as they grasped the concept was incredibly rewarding. 12. How do you adapt Montessori materials for children with different learning needs? Adapting Montessori materials for children with different learning needs involves observing each child's unique abilities and challenges. I modify the presentation of materials, breaking tasks down into smaller, manageable steps. This allows children to build confidence as they achieve each step. For those who require additional support, I may introduce tactile or visual aids to enhance understanding. Additionally, I encourage peer collaboration, allowing children to learn from one another. By creating an inclusive environment, all students feel valued and can engage with the materials at their own pace. 13. What's your approach to helping a child who struggles with independent work? When supporting a child who struggles with independent work, I begin by observing their interactions with materials to identify specific challenges. I engage in one-on-one conversations to understand their feelings and perspectives. Gradually, I introduce guided activities that promote confidence and autonomy, ensuring they have the necessary skills to complete tasks independently. I also provide a nurturing environment where mistakes are viewed as learning opportunities, allowing the child to develop persistence. Encouraging collaboration with peers can help them learn from others and build social skills. 14. How do you handle a situation where a child misuses materials repeatedly? Addressing repeated misuse of materials involves calm observation and open communication. Initially, I would gently intervene by asking the child what they are doing and guiding them to understand the proper use of the materials. It's essential to provide clear instructions and demonstrations on how to use them correctly. If the behavior persists, I would engage the child in a conversation to explore their motivations and feelings. This approach encourages responsibility and fosters a deeper understanding of respect for classroom resources, ultimately promoting a positive learning environment. 15. Tell us about a time you successfully resolved a conflict between children in the classroom. When two children had a disagreement over sharing a popular toy, I guided them through a resolution process. I encouraged each child to express their feelings and perspectives while I listened attentively. After they shared their viewpoints, I facilitated a discussion on possible solutions, emphasizing empathy and cooperation. They eventually agreed to take turns with the toy, setting a timer for each session. This experience not only resolved the conflict but also taught them valuable skills in negotiation and understanding, fostering a more harmonious classroom environment. 16. How do you communicate with parents about their child's development? Engaging with parents about a child's development is essential. I schedule regular meetings, providing updates on their child's progress, strengths, and areas for growth. I share observations gathered during class, highlighting specific examples of their child's work and interactions. I encourage open dialogue, inviting parents to ask questions and share their insights. Utilizing newsletters or digital platforms helps keep parents informed about classroom activities. Building a relationship based on trust fosters collaboration, ensuring parents feel valued and involved in their child's educational journey. 17. How do you collaborate with fellow teachers or assistants in a Montessori setting? Collaboration in a Montessori setting is vital for creating a cohesive learning environment. Regular meetings with fellow teachers and assistants allow us to share insights about student progress and discuss effective teaching strategies. We often plan joint lessons that incorporate diverse perspectives, ensuring that all students benefit from our collective expertise. Open communication fosters a supportive atmosphere where we can address challenges together. By observing each other's teaching styles, we can learn and adapt our approaches, enhancing our effectiveness in meeting the needs of every child. 18. What strategies do you use to build a sense of community in your classroom? Building a sense of community in the classroom involves fostering relationships among students and creating an inclusive environment. I encourage collaboration through group activities and peer learning, allowing students to work together on projects. Regular morning meetings allow for sharing experiences, setting group goals, and discussing feelings, helping to build trust. I also promote respect and empathy by modeling positive behaviors and addressing conflicts constructively. Celebrating individual and group achievements reinforces a sense of belonging and encourages each child to contribute to the community. 19. How do you introduce Montessori education to parents unfamiliar with the method? Introducing Montessori education to parents who are unfamiliar with the method involves clear communication and engaging presentations. I start by hosting informational sessions that outline the key principles of Montessori, such as child-centered learning, the prepared environment, and the importance of independence. I use visual aids and real-life examples to illustrate how these principles are applied in the classroom. Encouraging parents to observe the classroom in action also helps them see the benefits firsthand. Open discussions allow parents to ask questions, addressing their concerns and emphasizing the positive impact on their child's development. 20. How do you handle concerns or resistance from parents regarding Montessori practices? Addressing concerns from parents requires open communication and empathy. I start by actively listening to their worries, ensuring they feel heard and understood. I then provide clear explanations of Montessori principles, highlighting the benefits for their child's development. Sharing success stories and examples can help illustrate the positive impact of the method. I also encourage parents to observe the classroom in action, allowing them to see the approach firsthand. Building a partnership with parents is essential, so I offer regular updates and resources to foster their understanding and support of Montessori practices. 21. What led you to become a Montessori teacher? Becoming a Montessori teacher stemmed from my passion for child-centered education and respect for individual learning styles. I was drawn to the Montessori philosophy after observing its profound impact on children's independence and curiosity. The emphasis on fostering a love for learning, rather than just academic achievement, resonated with my beliefs about education. I wanted to create an environment where children could explore at their own pace and develop critical thinking skills. Witnessing their growth and enthusiasm fuels my commitment to this transformative approach. 22. How do you continue learning and growing professionally in Montessori education? As a Montessori educator, I engage in continuous professional development through various methods. Attending workshops and conferences helps me stay updated with the latest research and practices. I also participate in online courses and webinars that focus on innovative Montessori techniques. Collaborating with fellow teachers allows for the exchange of ideas and experiences, enriching my teaching approach. Regular self-reflection and seeking feedback from peers and mentors further guide my growth. Reading books and articles on child development and Montessori philosophy also fuels my passion and knowledge in the field. 23. What do you find most rewarding about being a Montessori teacher? Being a Montessori teacher is profoundly fulfilling. Witnessing children's natural curiosity and joy as they engage with materials and explore their environment brings immense satisfaction. Each child's unique learning journey offers a chance to foster independence and self-discovery. Building strong relationships with students and witnessing their growth, both academically and personally, creates a sense of purpose. Seeing children collaborate, express themselves, and develop a love for learning reinforces the impact of this educational approach, making every day both exciting and meaningful. 24. What is your philosophy on early childhood education? My philosophy on early childhood education centers around the belief that children learn best through exploration and hands-on experiences. I prioritize creating a nurturing and stimulating environment where children feel safe to express themselves and pursue their interests. Each child is unique, and education should cater to their individual needs, promoting independence and critical thinking. Collaborative learning and social interactions are essential, as they help children develop important life skills. Ultimately, my goal is to foster a lifelong love of learning and to empower children to become confident, capable individuals. 25. How do you align Montessori principles with current educational standards or assessments? Aligning Montessori principles with current educational standards involves integrating the core tenets of Montessori education, such as individualized learning and fostering independence, with the benchmarks set by educational authorities. This can be achieved by using assessments that reflect each child's progress in a holistic manner. For example, incorporating portfolios and observational assessments allows for a comprehensive understanding of a child's development. Collaborating with other educators helps ensure that Montessori practices remain relevant while meeting required standards, creating an enriched learning environment for all students. In this video, we've explored the top 25 Montessori teacher interview questions and their insightful answers. Whether you're a seasoned educator or new to the Montessori method, being prepared can make all the difference in your interview success. Remember, understanding the philosophy and principles of Montessori education is key to impressing your potential employers. If you found this video helpful and informative, Please give it a thumbs up and share it with fellow educators. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more valuable content on Montessori teaching and more. Thank you for watching.